Here we are, guys, back in the garage with the 1982 300 SD, 64,000 miles. I want to show you guys something that is unbelievable. All right, guys, we have the 82 300 SD back at the shop, and we're about to start the full inspection process, get it up on the lift, change all the fluids, and just go through the car, see what needs to be done. And we're going to start with just a simple car wash and some light degreasing on the engine compartment. And it's not very bad as is, not a lot of grease down there, but you can see I've covered up the fenders and the front bumper. Just sprayed some degreaser around here, and down in here we want to get all that gunk off of here and clean that up nice. And then we'll just do your standard old school car wash, get it back in the shop, and get it up on the lift. Guys, this is a foam attachment. They're really great. You just fill it with a little bit of soap and hook it to your pressure washer, and it shoots out just a foam cannon. It's pretty nice. Before I foam cannon, I'll go ahead and show you guys that. Didn't take much, but you can see the before and after. See how that was all black before. We've got the grease off of everything. Even down here, we've degreased the turbo area. Look how clean that is. That is as clean as you guys are ever going to see a 300 SD. This is basically a brand new, looks like a brand new car. I'm not even at the stage of the walk around videos, and this is already blowing me away. Look at that. It's absolutely phenomenal. So let's go ahead and get the foam cannon going and do the rest of the car wash. Guys, we've got it cleaned and not detailed, just cleaned. It's going to go to the detail shop later, but now let's go ahead, pull it back into the garage. We'll dry it off, and we're going to put it up on the lift and do a complete inspection of the entire vehicle. All right, here we are, guys, back in the garage with the 1982 300 SD, 64,000 miles. This is going to be the initial inspection video. I've just washed it, not detailed it. There's been no detailing, just a car wash. But I want to show you guys something that is unbelievable. Watch this. Guys, look at that. All I did was degrease and clean the engine a little bit. That is the most amazing original 617 I've ever seen. And guys, I've seen a ton of these cars. That is absolutely incredible. I don't even know if my camera is doing it justice. All the cadmium plating on here is perfect. It looks brand new. This is a Southern California car with only 64,000 miles. So look, the EGR is not even rusty. This is crazy. Down here, look at the turbo. It's not even dirty. the shock towers still have their cadmium plating. This is unreal that this is a 40-year-old car. Exactly 40 years old. Unreal. So this also gives me an opportunity to compare some work I've been doing on another car. You guys haven't seen this car over here, and this is a 59,000 mile car. Some of the cadmium plating was worn off. So this gives me a perfect example. I actually removed everything from this car and I sent it all off to California and had it all replated. Check that out. So this shows me, because this car right here, that's a perfect original condition. So I can see exactly what it looked like from the factory. And guys, I think I nailed it. I had all of this replated at a plating shop out in California. You can see I've got rags in here. I've been working on this. Just rebuilt all the injectors last night. But this is a 59,000 mile car, so I really went over the top. And this pretty much matches the original cadmium plating behind me. That's pretty cool. I did that and it looks identical to what Mercedes did. That's 40 years old, guys. That's ridiculous. Never seen that nice on an engine before. So, not much inspecting we need to do under the hood. Let's go ahead and get this thing up on the lift and let's take a look underneath the car. All right, guys, we got it up on the lift, and keep in mind this is the first time I have ever been under here, so you guys are seeing this car with me for the first time. And I'll tell you guys right now, you might never see this again. That is the original cadmium plating underneath the car, even on the oil cooler lines. Guys, that is just, you just don't see that. Look at that. Even the alignment bolt still has the cadmium plating on there. Keep in mind that the wet that you see on here is because I just washed the car. Look at that. The brake line, the transmission cooler line still has cadmium plating. This is unreal. There's all the ball joints are still intact. Tie rods are tight. A little soap from where I just washed the car. Look at that. There's more cadmium plating. Look at that. Guys, you'll probably never see that again. This is only on the lowest mile California cars that I've ever seen this. Original tie rods. Check out the condition of the boots. Even the boots on the tie rods, the rubber is still great condition. Even the ball joint boots, that's just awesome. Look at the lower control arm bushings. They look new. There's not even wear on them. Look at that. You can see the Cosmoline wax that was sprayed up in the frame. You can see some dripped right there. Just absolutely amazing. Look, there's cadmium on the little plates that cover the engine mounts. And he actually, the previous owner actually changed the engine mounts. I can see, yeah, that's a new engine mount. Here you go, look at that. Look at that transmission. Look how clean that is. Even the vacuum modulator, like, guys, like I said, you'll probably never see this again. I mean, I've had a few cars like this, but it is so rare. And right here, these are, so this is a bracket that holds the exhaust, mounts the exhaust. There's cadmium still on there. These bushings, the little rubber bushings that go on this bracket, those are in like new condition. That is great. Boy, the dogs are going crazy outside right now. And then the oil pan, There is not a drop. I'm sorry, the transmission oil pan. There is not a drop of oil anywhere around that. These lines right here, that line, these are often deteriorated. There's one there. I think, no, there's not one on this side. So that is the original AC condensation pan. It drains out right there. You literally never see these still on the car. And that is still intact. Still on the vehicle. Unbelievable. Look at, that's crazy. That's the air conditioner lines. That is incredible. All the suspension is still tight. There's factory markings on the cross member. Look, the exhaust, holy cow. That's the least amount of surface rust I've ever seen on an exhaust. I mean, it doesn't rain in Southern California. That is awesome. That is incredible condition. Guys, this is an absolute unicorn car. Oh wow, check this out. And I haven't seen this axle design before. That's a Mercedes part number. I haven't seen that before. Look at these boots. There's not even any cracking in the axle boots. This stuff looks brand new back here. This is crazy. That's about as nice as it gets right there. Sway bar end links. Those are still tight. Still have the cadmium and the markings on the that is the rear sway bar, and that holds the bushing in. Look at the differential. That's nuts. This is the rear bushing, diff bushing. It's not even cracked, no dry rotting. I can see where the in-tank filter was replaced, common maintenance item. Maintenance was being done on this vehicle regularly. Just checking out the exhaust hangers. There's not even any cracks in the exhaust hangers. Oh, look at that. That's a new exhaust hanger there. These were, I think, made a few years later. They were like steel reinforced. Let's see what's up here. The bumper is still intact there. Yeah. Those aren't even worn. Such a cool, nice car. And just to get into some real nitpicky details that I'm noticing. So that's an original, there's the Mercedes part number, original Mercedes muffler. And on these cars, you always see rust on the welds. The welds always have rust, right? Let's see, yeah. Right around where the pipe here is welded to the muffler, and the welds are not even showing any corrosion or rust. That's just incredible. Never seen that before. They're always rusty right there. Look at that. Look at the flex disc. No cracking anywhere in the flex disc. Let's look at this one up here. Yeah, look, this still got all the markings from the factory on the drive shaft. Wow, look up inside there. Look how clean the back of the transmission is. That's nuts. How is that 40 years old? This is the cleanest, nicest SD I've ever seen in my life. Brake lines, fuel lines, they're all perfect. Look at the floor pan. That's how it looked from the factory. Guys, I mean, I can't see anything that would need to be done on here probably for another 40 years. That's crazy. Wipe off where I washed the car here. Even the little brake control rod bushing housing has still got the cadmium plating on it. Still up here. This is nuts. Look at the upper control arms. They're not even dirty. Even the shocks. Wow. Look at the oil pan. No dents or dings. There's not oil like seeping out of the gasket. That is one of the cleanest 617 diesels I've ever seen. Wow. Let's go back here. Wipe off some of this soap here where I just washed it. Wow, I mean, even under the bumper. Not even any rock chips under here. Oh wow, look at that behind the bumper. There's all the Cosmoline wax. See that waxy substance they would spray back there? Look at that. It's all still there. That's wild. I mean, it's like water never got on this car. That's nuts. I wonder what it looks like under the front one. This is so clean. Look at the fittings on the radiator. Oh, that's a new radiator. He said he put in an original Bayer Mercedes radiator. So that's why that's so shiny. I was like, wait a minute, that looks brand new. Wipe this off some. Look how clean it is back here. There's not even any dirt back here. All the cadmium bolts on the underside. This is also a new AC compressor. The previous owner changed that. The original owner changed that. So it's got a new AC compressor in it and a new dryer. That's already been taken care of. Yeah, guys, so there's obviously nothing I need to do under that car. There's nothing worn out under that car. I mean, that is an example of if you take care of one of these cars and you keep them in the garage, 40 years later, they still look like that. And this is an incredible find. This should be, I'm going to put this like in a preservation class on the website because you just simply don't find them like this. I've seen a couple in this condition, but this one takes the cake. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm gonna lower the car and we're gonna take off the wheels, and oh, let's go look at the wheels. So these are the original bunt wheels. These haven't been repainted or anything. These are the originals. Look, there's not even any rust on the lug bolts. And then when you look in here at the jack points, perfectly clean jack points. A little bit of road debris up here, but can be expected. These wheels though are just, that's outrageous how clean that is. Little mark from where a weight was. I can probably, oh, that actually just wipes off right there. That's a little mark from where a weight was. I can polish that off of there. Oh, the jack point. Yeah, this car never saw water. It's obvious. Even all the cladding on the underside, that's immaculate. Some of the little rubber tabs on the door strikers, when you close, a couple of those have rotted and deteriorated, so I need to replace those. I actually have a whole stash of them right here, these little guys. But man, other than that, I'm going to take it out and test drive it and check out the AC. I think it's still an R12 system, so I may need to, I have some R12, and due to the condition of this vehicle, I don't think I'm going to convert this. I'm going to keep this as a preservation class, all original car, and and I'll recharge it with R12. We're going to keep this thing R12 unless something pops up and I need to do the conversion. So anyway, that's the initial inspection. Pretty incredible car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you'll see a couple more videos as I repair some just little minor items on here. And we're going to change all the fluids and, you know, go through the vehicle, brake fluid, power steering fluid, oil, transmission, transmission pan gasket, rear differential fluid. Did I leave out fluid? Radiator fluid. And we'll change all that, and then we're going to go out and test drive it and see if anything else we need to do. But hope you enjoyed this video of this amazing 1982 300 SD. We'll see you guys next time.